You're gonna make more money from your car than what you pay to get the car. That's what's happening with Tesla. Like you have the option. You can just say like people can use my car, and then Tesla will like itself manage your Tesla. The autopilot will manage everything. The person can't steal your car or anything. Like there's a lot of safety, and you can like get your car washed automatically like after the days like driving people around, and then it comes and fetches you to go home again. But then you make more money with your car than your car costs you.
So while you're at work, your car's driving other people around
and
they pay into your account.
Yeah.
That is insane. Like I was underestimating the potential of this by a million. So at some point, you're not going to buy a car for yourself. You're just going to
use it. If you can buy a car, you just buy it, or you're going to.
Like Uber is nothing. Like what's Uber?
Short rents or something. Yeah, but I mean, like in South Africa, it's still like gonna take a while because we don't have the infrastructure for electric vehicles being like used for long distance driving. Driving.
And like we don't even have roads in many places. I mean, like even just down the road here, that like Duplessis, like the roads are rough.
Yeah, no.
So I can imagine you don't want your like something as sensitive as that to just be running along like a pothole.
But dude, I just wanted to say, like on the pothole thing, I was underestimating how many potholes there are in America.
Oh, is it? Is it quite rough?
Dude, we always think the grass is greener everywhere else.
No.
Like everyone is a pothole. Like it's worse at places, but I mean, like I don't think their full self-driving AI would need to adjust for South Africa at all. Actually. The only difference is going to be you have to say you're a left side driver, not right.
Yeah, but that's like a syncing thing.
That's the only setting.
What about something...
That thing will know exactly what to do.
What about, I mean, thinking of the reverse, for example, if we had to develop it here and then send it over there, they've got rules about buses, school buses. You're not allowed to drive within a certain distance of a school bus, for example. Do you think that those rules will they have to look at the rules in every country and you'd basically have to update your South Africa pact, like also on speed limits? Do you think speed limits will still apply even? Or will these things...
Initially, yes, but then eventually, like, I think it's going to depend what's the ratio of like AI to people driving. Yeah. So like if that gets to like, I think 90% is AI is driving.
Like herd immunity. Once
I think it'll start going up, but I mean, I think it's going to take a long while to get everything on AI. Yeah. I think that's going to take like maybe 150 years or like super long.
Yeah.
But I think AI is going to happen. AI driving without people in them like will happen in like 10 years easy.
Time.
But like 20 years South Africa.
What do you think about the grondpad though, like a sync road? Because that's the thing I don't think they have. I've watched Mythbusters where they invest.
Dude.
No, like I've watched the Mythbusters.
They don't have as many as we do.
Yeah,
definitely not. And I think, but I think they still do. Like it's not
like in these small towns.
Only in South Africa that there's like
And do you think Tesla handles that fine as well?
Yeah, I mean because they're making trucks, so like the trucks have to work on farms and shit. So like they would have to like incorporate everything.
This is insane.
It's really
so
cool.
It's going to be very simple for them just to transfer it over.
I really don't think it's going to be that big a like problem.
It's going to be nothing. Like everything.
Like even the different types of like gravel road, like the sunk part.
Yeah, exactly. Like optimize that.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, like the tires is the like, dude. If you can revolutionize tires, you'll change the world.
I've seen the people who have the. Have you seen the ball tires?
There's a lot of really cool stuff without the air.
Without the air, I think, yeah. So it's just
like I've seen a few, but I haven't seen all of them. I don't know that technology. I haven't studied it or whatever. But
I've read this ages ago. So this was a very, very long time ago. Where they already had this ball, and what it does is it has sensors on it as well, and then it checks the tread of the tire, and because the ball can decide to rotate whichever way it wants, it keeps on optimizing itself.
Oh, cool.
So as you get worn the way you're spinning now, you just turn on your axis a bit, and now it's basically a completely new tire. And then you turn a bit, and then it's so you're actually using less rubber and things so the initial tire is very expensive, but then it runs way, way, way longer.
That's crazy. That's the thing with Tesla. Like nothing breaks.
Yeah.
In 10 years, you're gonna have to replace all your batteries. But other than that, like your brakes gets better. Your filters are like because it's a electromagnetic brake. It's not an actual physical brake. So nothing like wears and stuff. It's electromagnetic. So, and it gets better at braking.
No, but surely
because
there's
there's
still
an AI
something-
analyzing how to create more traction or less traction.
But surely there must still be something that what stops it?
A magnet.
Attracting to what though?
It's just a piece of metal.
That's where.
On the like I'm gonna mess this up completely, but just for the sake of argument, I'll imagine what it is.
Yeah, so there's
But
a magnet spinning, and then
if
you attract on this
if
side.
you can imagine like a disc, like with a disc brake, and there's a disc on both sides, and then on the disc somewhere there's a piece of that's so when it comes close, you make it magnetic for a while, so then it holds it back a bit, but it keeps on going. So you can brake release to create a certain type of brake experience even.
That is insane.
Yeah.
But then...
And like, so if you imagine that, but then you have that on all around the piece of metal, you have a bunch. So then you can like create
a very
super
very smooth braking
perfect
experience.
braking system that
is
never wears, that gets better.
But surely
with
it still
machine
wears
learning
though, doesn't
over
it?
time.
Because there's still forces working in on those. Because
it's a magnetic field, just a magnetic field working with.
But a magnetic field can surely still tear something apart, like if it's strong enough.
Yeah, but they don't make it too strong. They know what they're doing. So like, yeah.
So it's like
you just create like it's energy being put into a magnetic field doing something.
That is insane.
And then it
just slows it down.
And then so the energy gets transferred like that
up to the point of breaking it. Like, and as you say, like you can customize your fire in this order, and
you'll
then
change like 1 or 2 air filters on a service.
That is insane.
And then like maybe you'll still every 40,000 k's or whatever you'll change tires, but like that's it.
I read
that's why they have a 10-year warranty or infinite mile
warranty. So in that 10 years, it can just...
Because it's only because of the batteries.
Yeah.
It's the only part that goes.
That is
other than the tires though, and then like small air filters, it's like $100.
Because I read a thing this morning actually of someone who bought a 2014 Tesla, and it was on that Quora site, and someone asked, is it worth buying a 2014 Tesla with, I think it was like 95,000 Ks?
Yes, dude, definitely.
And someone said, I can't remember whether it was 95, so that might be wrong. But someone said like he's got his. It's got no difference from the way it drives. The only thing, as you said, weirdly enough, the only thing he said he had to replace was batteries, and I think actually filters, like you mentioned. I know you remember 2 things, but I'm not sure whether the second one was filters. Had to replace 2 things.
Maybe the tires.
Maybe it was tires. Had to replace 2 things, and it's still going. The only problem is it does not have the autopilot. So autopilot apparently
you have to
launched
pay for the upgrade system.
Yeah, autopilot launched in October 2014. So he's still, and also the touchscreen or the display, it's slightly bubbly, and the leather seats are slightly worn.
Okay. Yeah.
As you, I mean, that's the only way it gets. Then is you physically getting in and out of the car. That is insane,
dude. Yeah. I can rant about that. Go forever.
Yeah,
the only one
I do think he is going to pop up in a lot of our conversations.
Definitely.
I mean, we're gonna talk to a lot of wide-ranging people.
Yeah.
So I mean, we've got.
There's a lot of like things that relate to him in ways as well.
So we're gonna get like music people on, but he's still gonna be relevant always, no matter who we get on, because it's just such a like wide-ranging base that is covering basically.